Let's talk about Adam and Eve and the profound metaphor of human consciousness and the illusion of separation. The story of Adam and Eve has been taken literally by many, but when viewed through the lens of deep wisdom, it reveals itself as a profound allegory, one that speaks to the nature of the human consciousness, duality, and the fall from unity into the illusion of separation. In the biblical account, Adam and Eve were said to be the first humans created in the Garden of Eden, a paradise of unity and harmony. Yet when they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they become aware of duality, light and dark, right and wrong, male and female, self and other. This act was not merely a transgression, but a shift in perception. Before, they existed in unity with the divine, within the one mind. But after consuming the fruit, they become aware of themselves as separate entities, thus beginning the human experience of division, conflict, and suffering. This is the fall, not from grace, but from oneness into duality, from divine consciousness into the illusion of the material world. The serpent which tempted Eve represents the force that initiates this awakening to duality. It is not evil in itself, but rather a catalyst, much like how the awakening of the mind often comes through struggle and temptation. Now let's address the logical inconsistency in the literal interpretation. If Adam and Eve were the only two humans, and they had two sons, Cain and Abel, how then could humanity have spread? Cain kills Abel, yet later he goes on to find a wife in another land. Where did she come from? If we take the story as literal history, it collapses under scrutiny. But if we understand it as an allegory, the answer becomes clear. The story was never meant to be literal history. Cain's exile represents the spreading of human consciousness into different regions, different tribes, different understandings of reality. The other people he encounters symbolizes the collective human race already in existence, because the story is not about biological beginnings, it is about the evolution of consciousness. The Bible itself even hints at this in Genesis when God says, "Let us make man in our image." Who is God speaking to? This suggests a plurality, an indication that Adam and Eve are not the only beings in existence, but are symbolic of something greater. Adam is not a man, nor is Eve a woman in the way modern thought assumes. Adam comes from the Hebrew Adama, meaning earth, signifying mankind itself, the material aspect of existence. Eve, Shabbat, means life, or mother of all living, symbolizing the divine feminine principle, the force of creation. Together, they represent the dual nature of human existence, the spiritual and the material, the eternal and the temporary. The expulsion from Eden represents the human journey, where we descend from pure awareness into the world of form, experience pain and suffering, but ultimately seek to return to the state of divine unity. It is not about a literal couple, but about all of us. We are Adam, we are Eve. We are the children born into the illusion of separation, seeking our way back to the garden. Not a physical paradise, but a state of divine awareness. Thus, the story of Adam and Eve is not about two people who populated the earth, but about the journey of consciousness itself, the descent into duality, and the eventual path back to unity. The real original sin is forgetting who we are, beings of divine consciousness, trapped within the illusion of separation, awakening once more to the truth.